Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see two of the most dangerous guys in the NFL coming off the edge. It's Vic Beasley and J.J. Watt.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are into
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Let's go.
Benjamin, the man in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Benjamin, the man in motion left. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Again, it's Crowell. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 32 that time. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Kaiser now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Kaiser being chased out left. And the Texans say they have it. They do. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They run the counter now on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
In motion right is Hopkins. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, he'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Let's go.
From the gun on third, Watson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And that's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up.
That gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Kaiser now on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Gonna look deep for Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the close closing stages of the first half.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He's got Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatch.
This is caught inside the 15. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. He got it stripped. You can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On first down, it's Watson. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Let's go.
Running left is Crowell. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DB. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Back now here on EA Sports. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st down, Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw is Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go, Ohio!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go!
They'll try the air now with Watson. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
Now a handoff looking right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he's going to try to fight, but Hill cannot get away, and that is a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them.
Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. He'll buy some, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's back to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. Clock still rolling here. Fourth down.
Yeah, they've got to remember they cannot spike it. Fourth down, as you noted.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Well, they'll go with a wide receiver run here. It's Coleman. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
Yeah. And look out. I think he's going to go. The 40, 30, the 20, 10, 5. And a late score here in this one. Forbath to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. The Cardinals had on to their lead. They just scored. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Houston, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.